welcome back to AM Northwest. In Hallmark's new series, The Chicken Sisters, a generations-old rift between dueling fried chicken restaurants gets the attention of a popular cooking competition show, and then things start to heat up. We welcome to AM Northwest the stars of Hallmark's The Chicken Sisters, Leah Thompson, Schuyler, Fisk, and Genevieve Angelson. Good morning, everyone. You know, I was thinking about Caesar salad. Yeah, a lot of people eat Caesar salads. That's a great line. How fun is this show?
Oh, it's a blast.
I love that line. You look like you could be one of our...
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing. It's like it was a gaggle of redheads. I was like, I could be in this group.
The funny thing about this show is I don't play their mom.
No.
I'm the mother-in-law of this one.
Yeah.
So
Leah,
it's a funny thing.
Tell me about when you read the script the first time. What stood out to you?
I just thought it was delightful. I just thought that the characters were really fun. I always have a great time playing Southern people because it's fun. And Southern women have so much character. So I enjoyed that. I loved that it was on the Hallmark Plus, which is a kind of a new departure for them. And I also knew that Wendy Malick was going to do it. She's not with us right now, but I'm such a fan, and I love these girls. So it just seemed like the perfect stew to put myself into.
I get it. And Schuyler and Genevieve, what was it for you to read the script? Did you identify immediately? Did you think, oh, I love this show? It's about the focus is women.
I loved the show so much. I wanted to keep reading all the scripts. I really, it just like it read so fast, and it was so fun, and the characters were so layered and flawed, but also lovable. So I was desperate to be a part of this.
Schuyler?
I don't particularly relate to my character because she is like an extremely organized type A person. So I would say I more learned from her than identified.
You know, I was going to ask you that question because she's like overly, she's a clean freak. She's just filled with anxiety. And I was going to ask you if you are at all a clean freak in any way, shape, or form.
I would just say I'm a regular freak. I don't know that I'm like a clean freak. I'm not a dirty person, but no, I don't have that quality. I wish that I did. It's very impressive, and it was very fun to play. And I had no idea. There were so many reasons to sign on to do this. I had no idea that ultimately the real thing about it that would just completely win me over was working with these women. But I do think that will come through overwhelmingly how much fun we had together and how much I like them.
And Leah, you mentioned playing a Southern girl, which is always fun, but you also go through a makeover, which I think is just a blast too. Does that seems to add to it as well, doesn't it? I mean, it's a lot of fun to kind of change up your character.
Yeah, my character is a widower, so she's been kind of living behind the man for a long time, and she gets to find herself taking the front row for the first time in her life. So yes, I have a makeover.
I love that look.
I know.
You guys, Leah is so funny in this show. She's so good.
You're so good.
You are.
Showing off your cleavage there a bit.
Yes, just a bit.
Okay, and Genevieve, let's talk about Sergio. I have to say, he's awfully darling.
Well, I don't think that I would have as much to say about it as Schuyler.
No, Schuyler. Sorry about that, Schuyler.
I'll take.
Yeah, Sergio is Sergio's the chef of my mother's restaurant, and I'm that's the competing restaurant to the one that I now work at. And Sergio, he takes interest in me and like actually cares about what I have to say and what I'm interested in, and he asks me questions, and it's the first time in a long time that Amanda has had someone that has actually like asked her about herself. I think sort of takes her by surprise, but it's also a really welcomed thing, and she has a lot to figure out as far as that's concerned.
I would say Hector Rivera was definitely a very welcomed thing in our company. We found him to be extremely hot, just really like a hot person in general.
Terrible accent, though.
So nice.
We love that.
So nice.
What's also fun is there are some twists and turns along the way.
Lots of so many twists and turns. It's like Mulholland Drive.
It's just nice because things aren't black and white. There's a lot of gray area, and you just kind of like 1 minute you're like, oh, I see what's going to happen there. They're going to be together or whatever, and then you're surprised in the next episode.
It's also a lot of. They did a very good job weaving all these characters together, because there's a lot of characters. The whole kind of little town is kind of represented. So they did a really great job giving each character something wonderful to do.
I'm curious, since the show is about chicken and fried chicken, do any of you have any great chicken recipes that you've shared with each other? Does anyone?
We talked about it. We haven't actually shared them.
I'm going to say no, but I am a big fan of eating chicken. Did a lot of eating chicken on the show. Have subsequently eat much chicken since we wrapped. It's now football season. Wings are going to be a very central part of my ongoing diet. So thank you to all of the chickens who gave their lives for my well-being.
And I have chickens, so I've done extensive chicken research.
Gotcha.
I love eggs.
All right, we want to tell everyone the Chicken Sisters premieres tomorrow on Hallmark Plus. Thank you all very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.